looks like we were live already. Hi, guys. Welcome to what is now the round of 4. We have whittled down the teams to the Game Changers and Dignitas, which we'll be watching, and on the other side of the bracket, COG versus...
Not Snipe. 5 angry men.
5 disgruntled gentlemen.
And only 2 disgruntled casters.
That's right, just the 2 of us here. Well, we got a few disgruntled production guys.
I was going to say Dry Bear and Hindu Man.
Oh, zing. Hindu doesn't seem too gruntled.
He's never angry.
No,
he's always just like...
He's a gruntled gentleman.
I need a bow tie and I could be Hindu Man.
You need to button your top button.
Nobody but serial killers button their top button.
What? This guy.
No, have you ever known a person who buttoned their top button who didn't look like they
never even worn a tie.
What do you mean you never worn a tie?
Never ever in my entire life.
You didn't wear a tie at the 100K? Yes, you did.
No.
Only Lionheart didn't.
Well, Lionheart is special.
We're getting into the game. And top pick for the Game Changers, who will be getting first pick as Team Dignitas has opted for second pick. Option will go to Zero Gars. First bans are going to be coming out in just a few seconds. And right off the bat, the Goddess of Love taken down.
Yeah, she's not going to be played very much. No Aphrodite, no Scylla. Would be my... Yep, there it is.
People got to learn Chang'e, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, specifically, hi-rez, Bart, Konis something. Konis
something.
Yeah.
Konis Senpai? Is that what you were going for? Poseidon banned as well for the Game Changers here.
Yeah, it's probably a good ban. He's probably the second best mage. And then option back over immediately. Humbots gets
But who do they want for mid then?
Look at Bart's analysis, though. He called it that the late game is going to be all Aphrodite, no one banning Herc. I mean, this has got to be a Herc pick. Though we just saw him picked up, and Wolfie's
not that
bring
overwhelming.
To the table.
Yeah, I mean, not that amazing. I think Hercules has a lot more counters than not. Anti-heal's very effective against him. He's really not that good if Mitigate Wounds isn't healing him, you know? He's kind of just a beefy frontlighter.
It comes down to how much CC he's getting off. If he misses the Earthbreaker and the Driving Strike and then the Boulder hits someone, of course he's not going to do very...
Yeah. First pick Sobek. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I was going to see first pick Sobek someday. Once again, he's back, baby. But they're going to give up Uller and Hercules.
What year is this?
My favorite year.
2012 is your favorite year?
This is my favorite year.
Mark's even getting the chat open, waiting to see the blow-up.
I want to see it.
Agni and Uller locked in. Back over to the Game Changers. Hercules still hasn't been picked up. I'm probably going to be fired as a caster and an analyst, and I'm going home.
Wow. So no Herc going in the first round. They take Agni, Uller. Uller, of course, going to go to old Jenny Z there, a.k.a. Zapman Dragon. The Boosh with the final pick here for the Game Changers.
Yep. Who are we going to see here? Who's still left on the table? I mean, Ice is still available.
Artemis.
Artemis going to be hovered on. Apollo overlooked
what is this life?
again.
I mean, Sobek Artemis is an absurd lane.
I want to give a quick shout-out to Smite. Because
Holler.
I have never played another competitive game in my life where the picks are this varied.
This seems like a pretty good patch. I mean, yeah, some serious variation in picks. Artemis Sobek is disgusting.
It's literally the oldest duo lane in the game.
Sobek Cupid.
No. I mean, Cupid wasn't even out yet.
Oh, you're okay. So you're saying
this is the oldest solo or duo lane in the game. This was the first real oh crap, they got Sobek Artemis. We're done.
Okay, yeah. Until On Her came out.
Oh yeah, and then Cupid and then Sobek Cupid.
Cupid Sobek was insane, and Cupid got buffed back to where he was, where that combo was so effective with the slow and the heart pump. I'm still surprised we don't see that run.
I love that combo.
Oh, look at this draft from Dignitas.
So Habwa, Geb, Uller, Agni.
What, mate?
Dude, this is a whole day. Kumbhakarna gonna get hovered on here.
They're gonna force the Isis pick and put Agni solo.
I like the Vamana ban a lot. I love that ban. I think that was very smart.
Okay, fair enough.
Zhang Kui getting hovered on again as well.
The Zhonger?
That's going to be their mid laner.
Are these your Zhongs?
Baka somewhere.
Hercules support, Zhang Kui solo lane.
Bakasura jungle.
Wait, what? What is this life? Zhang Kui mid, Hercules solo. Gars will be supporting. Or not Gars, Sobek.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Derp.
Oh
or it could be Solo Beck.
It could be Solo.
Solo Dolo Yolobek?
Oh, man, I love Solo Beck.
Oh!
What?
No, you're not going to get your collie. It's going to be a Nemesis. Wham Bam, thank you, man. She's just so good against Zhang. She's so good against Zhang.
Come on, Lassis.
They're going to take it. They're going to take it. Pick Loki. Pick Loki.
Come on, Lassis.
Pick Loki.
Pick Kali. Come
Pick
on.
Loki.
You're almost there.
Best.
Ah, it's the kitty.
Actually, I'm a little nervous for her in this pick. She jumps in. There's Boar, Tail Whip, Charge Prey, Boulder, Earthshaker, Driving Strike, Book of Demons, and Regurgitate.
Yeah, I got to say, I don't love picking Bastet into high CC teams.
Yeah.
And Zhang Kui's son, you literally cannot miss it.
Yeah, I mean, the cast,
Like, you gotta
he
be
is,
in.
I think, one of the 2 characters in the game that even before Bastet got nerfed, didn't care about Bastet.
He didn't care about Bastet or Arachne.
Yeah, Book of Demons just shuts down all pets.
True
Except
story.
for-
You can actually mark the spiderlings and absorb them off the egg and then again off the babies.
Really?
Yeah, you can get a ton of stacks off Arachnes as Zhang Kui. It's disgusting.
Jeez. All right, well, it looks like our teams are going to be a little bit different here. Bastet makes a return back into the meta here, it looks, this week. And despite the fact that she was nerfed, it looks like Lassis is going to favorite her once again. Still a very strong character, guys. Don't be fooled at home. Anatoly is going to be taking Habwa into the solo lane, looking for those kills.
I think Divios is going to get rocked.
You think so? I mean, one good pull
I
early
think that
game?
there's not enough. I don't think people have enough practice time in Hercules to deal with Hubble on the solo lane yet. It's such a natural counter.
It's going to be one pull.
If he gets, you're right. If he gets a first blood, oh, it's over. Like I totally might as well start like jungling. But if he doesn't, I mean, Hubble is going to get boots and a damage item, and there's not going to be really anything Hercules can do about it.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to go kill everything.
This is a wonderful lineup. Sobek finally makes it back. Unfortunately for him, there's no healing on that team Inherit. There's a Geb shield, but that doesn't affect it. They can get lifesteal, but ultimately there's not going to be too much of that to the point where this Sobek Sickening Strike healing reduction is going to play the way that people have been theory crafting, but he still has Charge Prey. He still has Tail Whip. He has a heal for himself, on top of the fact that Lurking in the Waters not only does a ton of damage at maximum charge, but it also refills his mana back up, which means he doesn't need to rotate back to the base as much.
And one last note on Anatoly. We did see him play counterpick mage last week.
Yeah.
On Scylla, and it was bad. For lack of other word. It was bad. So I can see it being tough. But, Divios is a young guy. He's like 16
Yeah, he's
or 17. And patience does not often go along with youth. And you got to play patient against Habwa as Hercules, I think. So,
yeah, I mean, I
it's
guess
a tough
really,
matchup.
as anyone, you have to play patient unless you're Bastet. I mean,
Sure.
if he finds one knockup, you're taking half your health.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but we'll see how it all shakes out, guys, in just a second. Divios does have that legendary Hercules to take to the battlefield up against Anatoly on Habwa and that Hebrew skin. Thank you guys all for tuning in today. We'll be right back with our game out of the round of 4, Game Changers versus Dignitas. For DM, I'm hi-rez Bart, and we'll see you soon. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the round of 4, where you're going to be watching the Game Changers versus Team Dignitas. My name is hi-rez Bart, joining me on co-commentary, Dungeon Master Brandon, and we are underway. Let's go ahead and introduce your team.
That's not what it stands for.
They are the Order team. Fighting out the bottom of the minimap in the left side of your spectator UI, wearing the blue trunks.
I'm serious.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Game Changers. They are Snoopy and Eonic pairing up for that Artemis and
Wait, before you
Sobek duo
continue-
lane. And he didn't buy Devourer's gloves!
He didn't buy Devourer's gloves. Yeah, I mean, like,
Neither did him or Jenny.
they have the thing.
Well, they're buying it eventually.
They
but
don't
not
have curse
starting
gauntlets.
with it. That's right. And Jenny Z also loading out without the curse
My man
gauntlet.
Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the Z block.
Anyway, back to introducing the teams, Bart, if you don't mind.
I would be happy to. Divios will be your solo laner as the Hercules. The Boosh will be holding down the mid lane as Zhonger. And you will have Dagars in the jungle as Bakasura.
Yeah.
Their opponents today, the Chaos team, fighting out of the right side of your spectator UI, the top side of your minimap, and wearing the red trunks, Team Dignitas. They are Anatoly in the solo lane as Habwa. You have Uller and Shadowcube matching up for the Jenny Z Geb lane. Lassis in the jungle as Bastet, and the Best will be mid lane as Swagly.
All right, so it looks like Lassis has opted into Bumba's Mask, whereas we see Gars has opted into the Death Toll Star. Both have opted for level 1 Hog and the potion of physical might, one of which has been consumed. Lassis has activated his already. Now we do see a 3-man push at the mid lane, but this is warded up. If they go for an invade here, it will be stopped. It looks like they're going to rotate over towards the right side. You know Lassis at this point is going to be worried. He saw Bakasura at the mid camp, but this is the second time today that we've seen this strategy come out, where we're seeing 3-man rush to mid, 2-man rush to blue, and leaving the red to its devices.
So, mid lane matchup. Zhangque versus Agni. Not easy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Agni's clear is decent, but he has to put himself out of position early on to be able to get it, whereas Boosh can clear it very easily with the Exorcism combo. Not to mention it heals him.
Oh man, dude, I'm worried about this solo lane.
I'm
It's
looking
just
more
gonna
at the
go.
duo. Jenny from the block out of position. Oh, but the Geb shield, Shadow.
You gotta
so
never
good.
forget the Geb shield.
That Shadow Q so quick.
And as we were looking at in the pre-game period, I guess you could call it, that tweet from Kret, about how hard it is to play Sobek into Geb, and there you see it really being illustrated.
Yeah, I mean, the Geb shield can be used. Remember, guys, while it only makes you immune to, I think, knockbacks and slows while it's active, the actual activation of the shield itself cleanses all CC for whatever reason.
With God timing, you can actually cleanse the the charge prey after it connects, because it stuns and then flips.
Right.
So you have to be pretty godlike, but it's doable.
I want to see Ionic use the invincibility today. There have been no players in recent memory that have done that. When charge prey hits a target, there's a small window of invulnerability.
It's small.
Very small. 2-3 frames maximum. But you can dodge some serious things.
Hey, maybe a Hupla.
Oh, that would be cool, man.
Maybe you'll dodge an ult.
All right, so right side, we're seeing just a lot of pressure here. Check out the positioning from Lassis. He's going to have a shot to do some damage to Devios, who will take a push back here. We're seeing guards at the red buff. It looks like he's escaped out of there a little bit sooner than Lassis, who has actually hit level 5. I think they're going to go for it. I mean, he's ready to throw those cats on the right side. I wonder if they're going to go for the dive.
There go the kitties on the Devios. Driving strike is going to land on Lassis, though, but it doesn't matter.
The power of cats, man.
The power of level 5 Bastet.
Yeah, like she at this point is almost guaranteed a kill. It's like 80%.
Yeah, you gotta. If the first cats don't get a kill, huge victory.
Yeah.
For the enemy team.
And even then, you're pushed out. Like, there's no way you're going to be able to fight after taking all that cat damage. At that level, they're swinging for like...
Especially with this, it's a risky, aggressive build for Devios. Death Tall Boots. I mean, legit.
And right there...
Had Sprint 2, which should have got him away from the kitties,
yeah,
right?
I mean, he could have. I think the Sprint 2 actually was afterwards. Or did he have that?
No, he loaded out with that.
Then I don't know how he wasn't able to get away. I mean, he should have been able to outrun. He's immune to slows. He should have been a little bit quicker than them, but that's going to hurt him a lot. And, you talked about it early. If you think Anatoly gets ahead in the beginning, that it's just going to be a stomp. And Devios is going to be a lot of trouble. One knockup, it really could spell combo. It could be death.
Yeah, he was particularly good against me. Hold on, we got a big old fight in the left side lane where Gars finds a kill easily on the Kev. They box him in. The old Warcraft 3 style surround there, and down he goes to the minions of Bakasura, level 5. Gars will take the mid camps. That's right, yeah. It's very hard to contest, but Dignitas was able to secure the right side already, so it's a 50-50 split.
Oh, Lassis is going to get caught by the card. No way he's getting in the club. Now he's going to try to get... Oh, actually, he's taking a ton of damage, but Sobek is just not anywhere near the position needed to get that charge prey off. But still, they get some damage done. They get some good pressure, and they answer back. Taking a look at the gold here, we're about 4 minutes in. It looks like Dig actually has a really good lead here. 700 gold and 1,000 experience at this point in the game with even kills is huge.
Oh, yeah. They're doing quite well for themselves. And so back to solo lane. Totally does have that 1 level advantage, plus the purple pot up and running now with his boots too. Divya sitting at about half health, and as he continues to take a harass, going down. Oh, wow, the rotation from Ionic come all the way over here. I'm not sure if even with these two they can kill. I guess if they get all of their abilities plus a boulder, they'll pick up the kill and Hubba. But Sobek, with only the Watcher's Gift to his name, is not really a threat.
At this point, yeah, I would definitely agree. Whereas I'm looking at Anatoly right now, I think, who is a major threat. Only level 6 right now. Devios, however, you go across the way, is level 7, despite the fact that he has dropped to death. But Anatoly, I mean, he's just going to start to spiral. I mean, as the game goes on, he just spirals out of control. Early game might not be as potent, but as you get to like level 13, level 15, he starts to become this one combo, one hit monster. If he gets the knock up crushing wave into one water spout, that could be it.
He'll turn you into his roast beef sandwich.
Oh.
He'll send you right back.
To where?
base.
Oh, I
Dead.
think to Jim Johns.
Not to Jim John.
Jim Johns. Dear Mr. Hi-rez.
Please, Mr. DVM and Brando.
Right lane, again, I'm just so... Oh, actually, we're going to see Gars take the cats out here. He's going to jump away for free. Book of Demon's going to come out to slow them out. They're going to just tank them up, burn them down. That's a wasted ult coming out from Lassis. He was going for some aggressive counter jungling, but didn't find anything but a wasted ult for it.
But, you know, hey, in the meantime, once again, dude, the Zhonger, 1 assist, no deaths, 5 minutes into the game up against Agni. Not a favorable matchup, probably a 7-3 in favor of Agni, at least based on popular opinion. Maybe looking closer to a 5-5.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, crushing wave going to go up, but not do the damage we were looking for. Anatoli's dead.
Yeah, he's done for.
Whoa.
He did evade the stun from Boosh, but Bakasura minions probably hit him for about 1,000 damage there, and then the channel ghost just... Oof.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much. Now, Ionic, check this out. In mid lane, going to be able to get some minion attacks for himself as they rotate in and get some damage. The Boosh actually brings Ionic there to level 6. It was still a little bit behind Shadowq, but taking a look at Shadowq at 3,500 and Ionic at 3,500, given the fact that there's a small experience difference, I think that really relates to the fact that Ionic has just done Snoopy, I think, a major benefit here, but at the same time, Zap is somehow still ahead in his lane.
Oh, Jenny.
Do you know Zap has every hunter legendary, as well as like 3 other gods?
Wow, no life.
That's Zap. Jenny
Yeah.
from the block.
He plays exclusively Hunter. I mean, you see a lot of players kind of going, you know, they'll play their junglers in ranked and casual to really try to carry, and then every once in a while you get those players like Jeff Hinla and Zapman that are like, I only play this role.
Yeah.
And I will never play another role.
Jeff, I asked Jeff, we were playing customs one day, and I'm like, hey, Jeff, can you play solo so this guy can support? And he goes, no, I have no idea how to do that.
Yeah, I played a game with him in casuals where he played jungler and just like got dunked on by randos.
But then you put him into the support role, and he's like a savant.
Yeah, and then he played Fenrir support and built all damage items and never died.
And this is the same thing from Zap. I mean, he can play anything you give him at tournament level. It's incredible.
So, solo lane, Divios, you know, he's made his way out of here relatively well. Only 1 death, 4,000 gold, not too far behind Toli. That death at the blue buff, a tremendous amount. They keep the blue buff away from Toli, and they keep him, you know, down. But Divios, you can see him, just how much damage he takes. Mitigate wounds until max rank really isn't doing too much for him in the way, and he has to take his ultimate. He can't cut ultimate to pick up more mitigate wounds or anything like that. So it's a tough matchup, I think. Hebo, just generally speaking, the favored choice in almost every situation when it comes to this guy does way too much damage against me or has a lot of sustain, right? And you just go, okay, I'll pick Hebo and I'll still get kills, right? Hubba was the answer to Isis during the Isis kind of fad. He looks like the answer to Hercules, perhaps. Some harassment on the Sapkir there, but
I don't really like what Lassis just did there. He doesn't really have the gold or push to go back to the base right now. Actually, I think he will go back to the base. He's sitting at very low mana, so he really doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
That was kind of nuts. All right, so overall, it looks like Game Changers are doing well in this point in the game. I mean, they were down by a pretty significant amount, but they have evened that out to 300 gold, 300 experience across the board.
I gotta tell you, it's Gold Fury time. I'm feeling it. He's coming soon.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so, because cats are really good.
That's true. I mean,
and so are Baka minions, right? They have 2 very, very strong ultimates to get against objectives.
I think that's something that people don't do enough is regurgitate for tanking objectives, and that includes towers.
Oh, you can backdoor towers like a boss, because they count as minions, so it removes the backdoor protection.
As a Joust player, I have lost a few games to Bakasuras just using the backdoor. They won't fight you. They'll wait till you go back to the base and then just take your tower and take your Phoenix. It's what they do. It's really smart.
It's like the Frostbound Hammer all damage item for manas in Joust.
Just build health, sit under tower,
just
burn them down. Speaking of burning down, Jenny Z misses the hail of arrows there, trying to find some damage onto Boosh. He's not really in a good spot, but luckily Shadowq's there to
Gars
make
is fighting
sure.
this.
What?
Gars is going to fight this.
You think he's going to go in?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, he's dodging a few shots. He's getting sent back. There's 4 people here. Cataclysm only going to hit 1. It's going to find Snoopy. He gets comboed to death. He will go down, but right after that, the best trades out as well. Ionic just trying to do what he can. Lassis is going to get slowed here, just trying to run away from the Geb shield. Fling's going to hit the wrong target as they send Zap right back into a position. Oh, but look at this. Lassis might be in some trouble. He's one hit. He's going to jump back, but oh, I don't know if he's in the right spot here. He's.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. I'll tell you, I love Lassis.
Oh, he's going back in. He's going to fight. He's going to fight. Lassis gets the kill.
I'm so sick of him doing this. I'm sure the chat's excited. I'm sure you're excited. I'm so sick of people letting him do this. It's the Wong factor.
He's Justin Bieber.
He gets down to one hit. People can't confirm it. He kites them around, reapplies his damage from far away, and kills them. How many times did we watch that in the launch tournament? He's incredible. Incredible.
What a player.
God.
Such individual skill.
He's amazing. He consistently amazes. I assume not only me, but you and everybody in the chat. Like, that is...
Did you have fun?
What?
Did you have fun?
Go ahead.
At the Lassis fair?
Please hit the fling so I have something to talk about besides this stupid joke.
Lassis is the new Justin Bieber. I'm calling it right now.
We got to get him to get the swoop haircut because he's got to start from the bottom.
I'll get the swoop. You can do a duet, Macklemore, Justin Bieber.
Okay, calm down. Oh man. All right, so Game Changer somehow dropped that engagement, and now we'll fall a little bit farther behind here. The kills are no longer even 3-4 at the 11:40 mark. Dignitas has earned themselves the lead back, but still only about 1,000 gold.
Yeah, but realistically, we can talk about so that play from Lassis there. Gars missed the lead. He kind of just choked it. Divios is going to get chased under towers, going to pop the Sprint 2 to get away from Kitties, and that's going to be that. Mid lane, Gars and Shadow Q having a go, but yeah, I mean that one's squarely on the back of Gars, and now he's going to have that.
Oh, look at
quarterback
Bakasura
memory.
though.
Yeah, he went a little hard there. Flamewave, you are very dead, sir. But you know there should be a return kill. Ionic should be able to get a pluck pretty easily. No, he's going to miss it. Doesn't matter. Secondary strike is good, but that recall demons is quite potent.
Right there, that was a big trade because the best is not only a higher level, which means a longer respawn, but he died first without getting any farm afterwards. Snoopy also finds a kill onto Shadow Q. Lassis takes down the Boosh as well, so that's a 2-for-2 trade so far. Zap is super low.
Snoopy's done. Snoopy's done. Yeah, he's got beads. He's done. Oh, he's taking so much damage. I don't know, man. Uller had so much mana there. I was really expecting a lot more burst than that.
It's not over yet.
Axe opportunity. Oh, Zap, man. Do you ever miss? Crushing wave. Crushes. Divios is going to get a driving strike on Atoli and the boulder.
I don't like the Aegis.
He's still going to go down there. Yeah, Aegis probably not necessary. What would we have done? Crushing was down. He was dead to rights.
Yeah, I mean, once that Phoenix is locked, or the tower's locked on, if it shoots you once and it hits your Aegis, it's going to shoot you again, guaranteed. That's a level 1 Aegis. That's going to be down for a long time. Lassis might not be in a great position here. Ionic in the mid lane against Jenny as well. Lassis, what are you doing?
He wants to jump back in, but please
oh, but Jenny in the mid lane! Right back to the block. Ionic goes, showing him where he lives. Dignitas actually winds up a kill in that advantage. They were up by 1, now they're up by 2, 6-8 right now. Nice plays.
The chat just said, to Macklemore, Brandon.
Oh my god, what did you do?
Gold Fury time from Dignitas here. Gars has good position. He's going to have an ultimate available. It's not in time. Dignitas does pick up the Gold Fury. Best now trying to disengage. Does he have a dash available? Looks like he used it for DPS onto the Gold Fury there. So Gars is going to clean up from this fight. Jenny over the wall. Shadow Q got a retreat. And the old Shadow Q Jenny duo lane is still intact for the moment.
I'm actually pretty surprised to see Gars opting into Hasten Fatalis. Second, at this point, Bakasura has already passed his critical mass. He needs that Hasten Fatalis to keep up in the beginning. Extra attack speed helps so much comparatively to penetration that he might not need as much. As he reaches level 13, though, he's going to have access to a little bit slower of Regurgitate, though I can't imagine he's leveling it. Generally, we see Bakasura's level that last. This could either be Eat Minion for extra movement speed, extra attack speed on his passive, or he could be going for the jump.
Yeah, he's about 900 gold behind the enemy jungler. Lassis is, for whatever reason, fighting this versus 3. Does avoid the lurking in the waters from Sobek, and the Cats doing a lot of harass damage, pushing them out. Everyone's sitting under about 3/4 health right now. Some of them close to about half.
Check this out. Jenny from the block has gone back to the base as Snoopy is actually going to get Zapman out of the base and enough to actually split push. Someone is split pushing.
No rollout from Shadow Q either over to the side, so this is going to be a lot of tower damage.
Yeah, Devio's taking some damage from Anatoly there. Crushing Wave is down. Lassis jumps in. He finds Pounce. I think that's... he's got it.
And water hands.
Got it. Yeah.
Water hands. He gets handsy. Anatoly gets handsy.
And not really a lot of structure damage. We got Geb and Miss Jenny Z back from the block. They're back over there fighting the Snoopy in the 1v1. Team Dignitas did find a kill, but after the Game Changers found one, it makes sure that it remains a 1-for-1 kill right there, but still 2,500 gold separate the two teams, 2,800 experience, and Anatoly is starting to get very strong. That's a restored artifact.
Yeah, well, the Tahuti Rush, it looks like. I can't imagine that's going to be
Chronos
pendant. Seems unlikely. Possible.
I mean, he already has pretty low cooldowns on the water spout. I mean,
it does make water hands like, what, 2 seconds?
It's 2.25, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
short.
you should consider his passive. I mean, increasing his damage by 15% on, or rather his stack or scaling, on top of increasing his scaling by 25% with Rada Tahuti. That could spell major benefit.
That's true. 30% plus 25% is a lot of percent. Jenny? No. Missing the last auto attack. Wants to find the blade
answer
there.
your
Doesn't
question,
get it.
yes, he can miss.
He can miss. That's
Yes.
right. Yes. Capable of missing once again. But, it's a very good late game team for the Game Changers. Boosh falls off pretty heavily, but Snoopy, Ionic, Gars, and Divios all scale fairly well in the late game. Divios falls off in the hyper late game, but around the 30-minute mark, he'll still be quite strong. Super late game, it will be primarily the Gars. Boosh getting very low, but not going to take a spill there. Ultimate comes out. Not a great placement. Probably could have gotten some more bounces there. Dash out from Best is good. Knock up from Totally does some damage. And now it's Lassis in the backlines doing what he can. Going to continue in aggressively. Probably going to leap back. Yes, he will indeed. ShadowQ not going to dive the tower just yet. In the meantime, however, Jenny, a.k.a. Zapman, returns the favor to Snoopy, forcing him out of the lane. This time, however, securing the kill onto the tier 1 in the left, giving Dignitas the first tower of the game, as well as a pretty reasonable lead. 3,200 gold, 4,300 experience.
I think I actually disagree about the way he positioned that boulder. I think you were just surprised at how little damage it does, because if you take a look at his build, he has opted into Hide of the Urchin.
Fair enough.
He just doesn't have the damage. He doesn't have penetration. They took the boulder, it just didn't do anything.
It hit a bunch of people. But, you could have bounced it in between here.
Oh, no, I definitely agree. I agree in the fact that he could have placed it better, but I think you were just more surprised that it didn't do damage to begin with, because
That's fair.
He just doesn't have it available.
Lassis in some trouble. Nope, he's the cat. Jumps away.
You're hilarious.
And that's that.
4-0-2 Lassis right now is probably never going to be in trouble. Check out the build, too. I love this.
It's going to be
Gets
Shifter
the Jotun's
Shield.
Wrath and bang, right into Shifter's Shield.
He loves that item.
Note, the cats have come back online. Like you said before, this should be an objective push with it. Don't use them for fighting anymore. You don't need them. You put that thing on a fire giant, the thing's going to explode.
Yeah, if maybe they should just rotate Anatoly towards the mid lane. Divios likely will follow, as that is kind of in vogue to follow those rotations, and then just let Bassett go take a tower. It probably would work. I'm gonna go ahead and say.
So Dignitas still up about, let me see here, about 3,000 gold, a little bit more, 3,300, 3,200, wave to wave. It's looking a little bit different depending. They're only 2 kills up, which is kind of surprising. They do have a tower available as well over on the left side, but that's just a 500 gold swing. This equates to Gold Fury and just straight up farm.
So, Ionic, we haven't really called out Sobek too much. The initiations in the laning phase were not there. They didn't really find a lot of kills with that Sobek Artemis lane, and now it's like
Geb.
he's not going to be doing that as well as the Geb at this stage. Granted,
Right.
later on, Sobek, when players are able to one-shot each other, becomes very potent again at being able to pluck people, but right now it's all Geb.
I mean, that's what he does. I mean, Geb's also hit a ton of cataclysms. The shockwaves have been great, but, I always hate calling out the character because Geb doesn't do that. You play with Geb players, most of them don't do that. That is ShadowQ. And by the way, thank God someone's trying to backdoor this, but Cataclysm's going to hit. They're looking for damage. Either team can really steal it at this point. It looks like it's going to go to the Game Changer. ShadowQ's getting low here. They're going to turn their sights to Jenny. Actually, that's just the Ionic by himself. That's a little bit foolish. I think he's going to wind up going down as Lassis finds his way in. They're
Bats
just
are
turning to
out.
Snoopy. Yeah, Snoopy completely goes down. Boosh goes down. Ionic does get out, but Divios is basically by himself at this point.
Oh, he's going to try to fight him as Divios here. I'm going to say bad idea.
I like the patience from Anatoly as well, not giving him an opportunity to use. Oh, good boulder, but it's not going to be enough. Where the Gars didn't have the health for it. That means 3 people were pushed down. Ionic was sent back to the base. Gars was forced back out and sent back to the base. So far, I'd say that's a win for Dignitas, not even including that tower. And I see a grouping on the right side. This is probably just mid-camps. Yeah, okay, they're not going for Fire Giant.
Yeah. It's a, just not enough mana, I think, mostly. I think they probably could have taken a fight. They could have baited it and taken a fight even at the back end of it. But with Sobek already up and in position, what are you going to do?
Speaking of Sobek, level 14 right now, has actually kept himself in line with ShadowQ. ShadowQ is 8,800. You take a look at Ionic, he's 8,900. But there's a difference here because Shadowq is the bottom of his team, and Ionic is second on his. Devios right now at lowest gold in the game, at who pretty much everyone considered to be one of the strongest characters in the game in his strongest role. And
Right,
he's
I mean-
legendary.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, Hercules has counters.
I don't think Hub was really one of them, though.
I wouldn't think that someone would say, yeah, oh yeah, pick the Hubwa. But Hubwa does very well against anything that is relying on sustain, just because he's so bursty.
Habwa to me is like Ibuki in Street Fighter. It's he doesn't win any matchups and he doesn't lose any matchups. It's
Okay.
just every matchup's a 5-5. If you mess up, I'm gonna kill you. If I miss it, I'm dead. That's it.
Okay, kind of like Cammy.
Yeah. Oh no, Cammy just beats everybody.
But isn't that a Hebo?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, Gars with the jukes! He actually has a chance here, but no, he's found himself with 2. Beautiful play, but really the rotation just wasn't there. Boosh did not rotate over in time, and a gorgeous rotation from the best cut off the options, and eventually the life support as Gars will go down.
This is Dignitas, classic Dignitas right now. Taking fights, Lassis playing super aggressive, finding kills solo across the map, 7-0, while Zapman finds huge amounts of room and farm. Sitting at level 19, top in the game, matched up with Lassis out of that dual lane role, where often you see the least amount of levels but medium amount of farm. As per usual, Zapman sitting at the top there on Jenny Z.
You know what I think we're seeing? I don't think it's because Hercules is any weaker than people are giving him credit for. I think it's because people still think they can build as a tank. And that's what's happening. You know, this whole warrior patch was supposed to say either A, you build damage, or B, you build tank. Not one. No, you can't do both anymore. And he's doing both, and he's getting demolished. I think if he went either damage or full tank, it would have been much better. But really, we're seeing left side. There's going to be a push here. They're trying to burn down Lassis. He has the jump available to him. He's trying to block the shots from Jenny. The Phoenix is getting very, very low, but it will go down. Even if he dies here, it's...
Oh, Zapman!
We need Allied's commentary right now.
Yeah, we do. Zapman, I love you!
Senpai!
Yeah, great play there. He does trade his life, of course, but...
I mean, he's got to be yelling worth on that one. He does go down, but he's level 20. I mean, he gets the Phoenix. He gets a kill onto Gars to stop that farm again. That was gorgeous. And, you know, you see level 17, which means shorter cooldown. Zap's obviously a much longer cooldown, but Zap doesn't need the farm. Gars does.
That's true.
Even though it's a 20-second disparity, I think that hurts the game changers way more.
Yeah, 836 gold on guards. That means he needs to go farm before finishing Chin's blades, and they've taken all of his Shonen.
That's a rough life.
I also want to point out, DM, that at the beginning of this game, we were saying that Bastet's a tough pick into this lineup with all the CC they have, and Lassis is 7.
They're not CCing him.
That's true.
They're just letting him run around.
He doesn't even have beats.
This, you know,
He does not even have beats.
We talk about this every week. You can't let Lassis do whatever he wants. Just kill him. He has no CC immunity right now. He should be he should jump in, and everyone should be on him immediately.
Yeah.
And they're just letting him run around. In fact, but then again, the one time they did go on him, he gets out with 1 health, come back in, and kills everybody. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, that's true. They did almost kill him that one time.
That one time forever
One time
ago.
back in the 80s, they tried to kill Lassis, and
But
did cover
704.
Yeah, and, you know, I think Divios, to your point, like, Hide of the Urchin is just an item that's going to fall out of favor, I think. Because while it is extremely potent and incredibly cost-effective, Bulwark versus Hebo is really good.
I like Bulwark. I think Stone Guy is good too, especially with Hercules, but Bulwark gives you health. And that effective health with something like Mitigate Wounds is so strong.
I mean, imagine if he built Mail of Renewal and Stone of Gaia this game.
But the issue is we're going back to where Warriors were allowed to build this. And
But
still
that would be
become
my
damaged.
point, is that he would not be building, you know, a hybrid defensive item like the Hide of the Urchin. He'd be building all tank, and then it would just be a frontliner.
Well, first he needs to finish that Jotun's Wrath, get it online, but realistically, and you see Dignitas just took the Gold Fury even with the help of Dagars there, at this point in the game, he's not going to have the potential for how fast he's been dying to even use the Jotuns. He's not going to have cooldown reduction.
Oh, Boulder! Is Lassis going to die?
I'm not even going to pretend that he's going to stay up.
Oh my god. What is
He's going to
this
kill
life?
himself to the fountain.
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
he's
he's
going to go
gonna-
for the kill.
Oh!
Oh!
All
Alright.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't try to deny himself there, but Crushing Wave coming through, not going to find his target. Divio still in a lot of trouble, though. Outside of the Phoenix is no longer there. I'm not sure why Dignitas is taking a fight here.
Totally.
At the left side, Phoenix is just not worth it. Best is down now. Shadow Q. Jenny C is still alive, but it's only the two of them, and yeah, it's a disengage from Zapman, and they
I don't think
feel themselves a little bit there.
I don't think Shadow's getting out of this
Why
one.
is he still alive?
Yeah,
There
he's
we go.
juking around.
Finally he dies.
Trying to waste time.
A little awkward there.
Oh, man.
Dignitas fighting over a Phoenix they'd already taken.
Yeah, seriously, I don't really understand what they were looking for. And look at who's still alive here. Now, you see Jenny Z trying to fight from the block here. I don't know what he's going to be able to do.
Man,
I think let him split push. Just go for it.
They're going to give up Fire... Yes, they'll give a Fire Giant in exchange for the final tower.
He's not letting this go.
Jenny, please.
He doesn't have a lot of mana here. You're looking at 2, maybe 3 spells right here. 4 at the absolute
Jenny.
maximum. But we
and Fire Giant Boulder Throw reduces healing by 35% stacking.
Oh, Snoopy is just
So
getting
Divios is so
demolished. They got the Fire Giant here. Jenny hasn't found anything, so his push was not effective. And without Shadow Q there, he can't afford to get flung. So Game Changers, they don't have a Phoenix, but they do have the Fire Giant buff available. Take a look at the graphs here. 7,500 gold, 9,000 experience. Okay, but the level 20 is already out, so we can mitigate that a little bit. Really, it comes down.
Although no, it's still pretty meaningful. I mean, against TGC here, I mean, they
true.
are not level 20 yet.
But you should note that Boar leveling up isn't that big of a deal. Regurgitation leveling up, not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
DVO's Boulder, however, leveling up, that's a big deal.
A lot of base damage increasing per rank there.
Yeah.
And it looks like he will be picking up that Stone of Gaia or Bulwark with the Talisman pickup. Doubt that's going to be a Pestilence. Really no healing to speak of in this game, which is bizarre. Besides, I mean, the Hercules and the Sobek, of course, with a bit, as well as Boosh, but not like heavy sustain comp like we're used to seeing. In fact, Ra, not picture banned.
Yeah, really weird. But you see the double Soul Reaver coming out from Anatolian Shadow Q, right? Take a Cataclysm, I dare you.
Wow.
Remember, Cataclysm's base damage will apply before the Soul Reaver.
Books on books on books.
So that, I mean, that's a lot of damage, Bart.
Dignitas reading up in their spare time, man.
Yet, no polys.
No polys, no Toth.
Huh.
And not very often that you see the two very, very popular books, Forsaken and Sake, are in place of the Soul Reaver.
I guess the library one in the back.
Yeah, they were checked out already.
All right, so going towards the mid lane here. Oh, Ionic misses the charge. Prey, best probably sitting pretty right now. Blinking.
Angle.
Cataclysm's going to hit 3. Devios is already down here. He's out of the fight. Boosh actually finds a kill onto the best, though. We see Zapman jumping, or rather, Lassis jumping out there. He's just trying to find a way to escape. 14 to 17. That was a 1 for 0. But note the Fire Giant is healing them up, and they don't really have a lot of sustain on Dignitas. Actually in a ton of trouble here, but oh, Zapman, beautiful. Oh, 3-man crushing wave's going to bring him down. Really, it's up to Zap to try to find something here. If he doesn't get a kill or at least escape, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Slow going to be activated. I think they got him. Last goes down. This could be trouble.
This game's going to be even.
I think this game is going to end.
No, Uller can play the waves too effectively, I think, for it to end.
I think they could push in and win this right now.
Well, we're going to find out if they're going to try. It's very, very risky, of course. If they fail it, they likely lose the game. But they do have Fire Giant buff active. They can choose to take this Phoenix and all of the remaining towers, or they can go for the win. It looks like they're going to try to even the game up here. They're going to take the 2 towers on the left. They probably could split.
Snoopy!
Oh, no! They're going to get bopped by Zapman.
Oh, Jenny's taking some damage here, but it looks like they're going to disengage. They still have that Fire Giant available for about 2 minutes or so, but they did lose one. They gained the Phoenix. They answered it back. Left side, I think they still have at least 1 wave of Fire Minions, which they're going to want to answer here. Not 100%, but we do see that wave on the left side getting burned down.
Doesn't look like Fire Minions anywhere.
Nope.
Yeah, no Fire Minions left for anybody but the mid lane creep wave just now coming out for the Game Changers. Gold Fury going to be coming back up momentarily, and it looks like this is where we're going to have our next fight. Dignitas already in position, and they're going in.
Right here, I mean, you got to note that a lot of them went back on the Game Changers. Tail Whip is going to bring off the Magi's Blessing. Shockwave, actually, that was not a good call. That just wasted the Soul Reaver.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
When the reset. Ouch. Now, granted, 1,500 gold isn't going to change much at this point in the game. Sure. But they lost that, and that's got to hurt.
Yeah, they're not pleased.
Devios almost caught up here. Anatoly still has about 2,000 gold ahead of him, but you should note that he's very close in experience at this point, level 19. Once again, it's going to get started. ShadowQ does have Shockwave available to him this time. It's going to be used. They're going to actually, maybe they should really be going for the kill. Forget the Gold Fury. He had potential there, but he's moved back in. I don't like the steal opportunity. He's taking way too much damage. Dignitas finds the Gold Furies. Anatoly finds the kill in the back line.
Great play
but
by Toly.
Toly is low, gets taken down. I don't think that's worth, Bart.
I
think this
lose
could be
this
it,
fight.
Bart.
This may be the game. You're right. Game Changers may have found a win over Dignitas here. They're going to pick up the kill on a Shadow-Q as well. Good news is that Ionic was taken out, so it's not an easy Fire Giant conversion when he does come back up shortly. Without that Hand of the Gods 3, yeah, the only other one is the Hand of the Gods 1 on Gars. They're going to drive up the left side here, and they'll take these towers, but I don't think they get Phoenix off this.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have a lot of time, though. If there's any character that can push this down, man, Artemis.
That's
Huge
true.
damage potential.
I want to ask you a question, DM. Where has Best been?
He's been dead every fight. I mean, he goes in, he dashes aggressively, and just gets bodied.
1-6-6 player damage at 16k, 26,000 for Anatoly, 26,000 for Zatman, 21,000 for Lassis.
What is Zatman and Lassis doing? Rip Phoenix.
I don't know.
And that's the perfect time for them to back and look for an opportunity at Fire Giant. They're going to stop the Bushes back here, but oh, he's going to jump in. I don't like that, Lassis. You're going to need to back off there. But it looks like both of them are going to be able to move forward. This is actually not a bad play here for the Game Changers, considering the fact that they're going to have to back either way, and they're drawing digs to the other side of the map. That was a bad cat call. That's only going to heal the Bush even more. Gars took some damage. Jetty from the block trying to find himself deep. Snoopy taking some damage as well. Actually, Snoopy's down.
One more.
There's no way for him to get out of that
Dot
one.
is real. Down
That
goes
was
2.
huge.
Fire Giant goes to Dignitas. Most likely now.
Well, they have
What a
2
game.
Phoenixes to contend with. Don't forget.
Yeah, but they have a Hubba.
That's a very good point.
Hubba can clear no problem against fire minions.
Because he's water.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
You must have been watching your Reading Rainbow.
Shout out to LeVar Burton.
Shout out to LeVar.
My man.
Dude, I want to drop 10k and wear that visor.
All right, so it looks like the Sentry Ward's going to be cleaned up there. So favor will be, or rather Vision will be in favor of Team Dignitas. 32-minute mark. Ionic is in town, ready to go. Remember, lurking on the waters makes him CC immune.
Yo,
but
Fam
he
beat
can't.
Cog.
I'm sorry?
Fam beat Cog.
Could this be the day of double upsets? Ionic's trying to find his way. Oh, but Dignitas finds the Fire Giant already.
Oh,
Gars
the
super
damage
low.
on the Gars. He
moving
ate the crushing
Aegis.
wave.
But again, he goes down. Ionic's in a lot of trouble as well. Devios is not in a good spot. That's gonna be it. I mean, we have a respawn here from Snoopy and the Boosh, but I just don't see them keeping out 4 people.
Really rooting for Game Changers there. I mean, they had a great opportunity to win that. They got beat to the Fire Giant after those 2 kills did go down. And what really went wrong
Actually,
there is...
this is a 2v2. Geb had it back there to stop the Phoenix from going down.
Okay, yeah, then maybe they can hold out.
They could maybe hold this.
But between Lassis, yeah, there's really no one good to... Yeah, they're going to hold. You're right.
And this is a tier 2. They're getting minor defensive at the tier 2, which means they can definitely hold the Phoenix. Oh, but the Boosh gets turned on immediately. Sent him back. Shockwave going to be used as well. Lass is just looking for anything, and it looks like Mr. Zatman was able to blow that up. They actually might not be able to hold here. In fact, this might result in more than just that, because don't forget the left Phoenix was taken down already, which means
Yeah,
it
they
is
can take
debuffed.
that easy.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go over there. It's at its 50% HP. They're gonna zone out Snoopy. Boar used, but not finding anybody.
Even if
Damn
it did,
thing.
there's a Magi's Blessing available. Wouldn't have resulted in a damn thing.
Stupid pig.
Well, that was rude.
So Phoenix is being traded back and forth, but neither team able to go in and strike at the jugular. Best just DC'd, so expect to pause any second here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, so we're getting this word just in. It sounds like the best is Dignitas is gonna use all of their pause time here for this DC. So we're gonna send you guys over to a quick break screen because this one looks like it's gonna go on for about 10 minutes. So go grab yourself a cup of coffee or a glass of water or even a sandwich if you are so inclined,
Get in, Izzy.
or an Izzy if you want to make Brandon happy. Even though you can't see
And
us,
pick Changa.
we're thinking about you.
Chongas and Izzy's.
About 10 minutes from now, guys, we'll throw a timer up to let you know, and then we will be right back on the other side of this long, extended pause and talk amongst yourselves about what appears to be 5 Angry Men winning over Cog.
That's incredible. See you guys soon.
Hey, friends. Thank you for your patience. Looks like we have been able to go ahead and fast forward through the pause. Best is back, and Dignitas is looking to seal the deal now. 1 Phoenix stands, for the Game Changers. 2 Phoenix stand for Dignitas. No Fire Giant going to be up for some time. Goldfear going to be back in the next couple minutes, DM.
That's right. 1 Phoenix remains as defense to that Titan. Even so, it is exposed. It's very close to its, I think, minimalistic defense. And really, the Game Changers have a lot of work to do here to catch back up.
Yeah, they're going to have to find some picks. Really, they need to probably kill 2 or 3 DPS targets to be able to find a win here. But if they're able to do that, right, the problem is for them is they probably feel like they're going to need a Fire Giant buff. So if they get those kills, they're going to need to stall out until the Fire Giant buff.
Right. I mean, and even so, the whole time that's going to be happening, there's fire minions burning down 2 lanes here, meaning the Titan could die by itself. I mean, I don't think people realize how much damage those little guys do.
Yeah, the Fire Giant minions are Fire Giant minions. They used to be that. The Fire minions are quite powerful. I mean, they'll channel in a 600-700 damage to you off of 1 CC pretty reliably.
Now remember, guys, the winner of this game is going to go on to the finals to face off against 5 Angry Men, who did find themselves victor over Cog with a Osiris Aphrodite Scylla combo. But it looks like Gar's in some trouble here. The cats are out. Book of Demons will be used to deter that as Shadow Q finds a huge Cataclysm.
Yeah, they're going to force Ionic out of this fight completely. So they have no frontliner besides Divios DM. And we have seen is he's very strong against the burst. Lassis is going into the back lines, putting out the damage on the boost, jumping back out. Gar's going to try to move in, but the Soul Reaver's just ripping through him. Crushing Wave as well, getting very, very low. They're going to toss Tully back, but he's going to get shielded up. No damage coming out, but he gets exploded by Divios' boulder. They're going to chase Dignitas out, but Zapman forced to recall as well. Lurking, doing a lot. 3-man stun, though, from the best. Looking nice. They're going to tail whip him back, but he's going to beads it away. Ionic now still trying to drive the front line. Jenny not there. Lass is taking on crits from Snoopy Man. Best does pick up kill on the guards. That's good. A lot of the damage now gone. Just really Artemis, the only target they have to try to focus down. Divio sitting at half health. Oh, Zapman smells blood. He's going to move in. He's going to actually leap here, but not going to throw the axe. Not just yet. Going to heal up a bit off the minions.
But look at the fire minions. Look at the Titan.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage, and everyone at Game Changers at half HP. This is going to be a dive from Dignitas. It looks like they're going to go for the win. A kill comes out of the boost. There goes their AoE damage, and a victory for Team Dignitas.
That's, we just mentioned it. You can't ignore the minions. Game Changers won that fight for all intents and purposes, except for winning the game.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they held them out fairly well. They pushed them away from the Phoenix. They did lose the Phoenix, but they just lost track a little bit of the fire minions. And really, the whole game, they lost track of Lassis 9-2 on Bastet, on a team that had a lot of ways to deal with her.
Yeah, I mean, they did not use their CC effectively. And now, Team Dignitas this week will move on to the finals to face against 5 AM.
That's right.
Not Cognitive Gaming.
Not Cog, where DJ Pernicus put a hurting down on Cog with Osiris.
That's right. Osiris, I think, was like 8-7 throughout the game with a ton of player damage. But most notably here, Cog is, at this point, guaranteed 4th place, could fight for 3rd. Dignitas is guaranteed 2nd place. They're already 1st seed, so their 1st seed is cemented and increased even farther.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Cog's going to fall behind him. But it will give an opportunity for one of these teams to move up. 5 Angry Men versus Team Dignitas. What do you think?
Man, 5 AM's on fire, dude.
Dignitas has had problems with Pern in the past.
I think everyone has had problems with Pern.
But guys, that is going to lead us into a quick break. We're going to cut the analysis a little bit short here as we did have a pause at the end of that game. We'll try to get you into the finals as soon as possible. It'll be a best of 3 for the 5 Angry Men versus Team Dignitas. Can the 4 Angry Men and a Pern take down the Titans of North America? Team Dignitas. Find out next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the finals.